pues aquí vamos a empezar. Cabrón, ¿qué tú haces comiéndote la pizza?
Cabrón, ¿por qué viniste hacia la nada?
Como que de la nada, papi. Tú sabías que yo estaba allá atrás. Nosotros hablamos de esto antes de empezar el episodio.
Acho, papi, que yo tenía una hambre, yo no comí nada de casa, loco, de verdad. Lo que yo comí fue arroz con beans.
Este cabrón, yo me voy. Oh, voy a cerrar la puerta para que no se metan las cucarachas. Anyway.
Anyway,
Oh man.
alright.
Alright. Episode one. I hope it's something
Okay.
that we could do every week. If not, then I failed as a YouTuber. But I mean, other than that, your host, Kenyo, and then we over here have my brother, Xavier. Xavier, introduce yourself, my
Hey,
man.
Zay Nation, you already know, papi.
Say Nation. So, I actually wanted to ask you about that. Where did you get that name from?
Zay Nation. Now, there was actually back on my first job, believe it or not, I used to work at an ice cream restaurant, and there was this one guy that was training me. Never could pronounce my name right, and it was pissing me the hell off. He was like Zabier, and I was like, "Fuck it, Zay it is," and I was like, "Zay the hell." And then at the time, I think One Direction was like super popular, and I remember that Zayn was a thing. And at the time, like fangirling, girls that I liked, the favorite member and shit. And so I don't know. I guess after a while, after like a full year, I guess you could say the name actually stuck with me. And on top of that, at the time, I used to run as the Sanchez 05. And not not that long after, I actually lost that account. And I had to find a new way to represent myself on the new PlayStation account. And there goes. Which you can finally put in your 25 cents into this conversation now.
What do you want me to talk about here?
Uh, I mean anything about the Sanchez 05.
All right, okay. I have some explaining to do on that. Okay, so back in 2000, oh god, 11 or 12, I want to say, right? That sounds right.
I think
Um,
so. It was like very like probably like sixth or seventh grade. Get going though.
yeah, exactly around there. So I go into this dude's house, dad brought me over. Oh, by the way, we're stepbrothers. You know, he got stuck a lot
Half,
in the
half, half,
dishwasher,
half,
so I had
half,
to help
half.
him out. Um,
Yo. Hey, yo.
no, but yeah. So I go in and he's like, "Oh, let's play PlayStation." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So we start playing PlayStation. I don't see anybody going online or offline. Back when the PS3, they used to tell you like, hey, I'm online or offline. And then I see that he doesn't have that, and I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Why don't you have PlayStation Online? It's free. It's like, oh, give me mine. My mom. I'm like, bro, I got you. Use my email. Um, we had to come up with a name, and then we were like, well, we're Sanchez. There's five of us. The Sanchez 05. And then that kind of stuck with them. Needless to say, I had access to his account. I had plenty of DLCs because of him. It was great. Um, there's one issue. There's one issue with that though. I lost access to the email. So that account kind of just ceased to
Just
exist.
died out throughout the years, and
Hmm.
after that, I basically just cried to bed every night, depressing as fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I've tried to try to look back in, like to see if Yahoo will let me go back in it, and nothing. They said like after a
Mm.
certain period of time, like
No, but
it's gone.
it's okay. Shit happens. It is what it is. Um, it was definitely an experience. But what is it called? Now, I guess you could say that I have a reason to finally change the name. Because to be honest, I feel like the Sanchez 05 was a little bit too generic as hell.
I agree. You probably would have ended
And
up
not only
killing it
that, like
anyway.
with all the jokes that username came with, it was like, "Oh, you do you do the Dirty Sanchez?" And I was like, "The Dirty Sanchez? The fuck?"
Wait. Was this back in like Modern Warfare lobbies and all that?
Yeah, this was back when COD used to be
Ah,
10 times more toxic than what it is now.
that we can agree on. That we can agree on. You can't.
Which that's a separate conversation when it comes to like the lobbies and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no, we got to talk about those shenanigans at some point. We'll get there when we get there. When we cross that bridge. But I guess I should. I mean, we kind of did an icebreaker, right? So, but I guess I should really heat things up. I want to ask you a question. Did you ever get caught
Yeah, yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Did you ever get caught masturbating?
COD masturbating. Ooh, in what shape or form? Okay. There's two routes that you could take this. You want like getting caught physically in person, or getting caught online by a video or picture.
What?
Yeah,
I'm gonna need an explanation for both.
for both. Oh shit. All right. Well, in person, I wouldn't say they caught me in the act, if that
Hmm.
makes sense, but they caught me in the sense that like as soon as the person came in, all right, you know what? I might just give you the full details. Fuck it. Uh, all right, all right. For those who don't know me, I am a fucking freak of nature. When it comes to the sexual, like it, you know, my hormones is still all over the place until now. I'm still a horny ass nigga, and uh, so like you know, porn started for me. Porn is like a big part of my childhood. You name it, Mia Khalifa. Anyways, the point is, back when I think this was like maybe sixth, fifth grade is when I started watching porn, and that's when it all started because the internet, and we misspelled something by accident. And
Oh
at the
no.
time, I wanted to search up this '80s group rock band called Striper, and you could already tell what I wrote by accident. I wrote strippers, and it was all on YouTube. And from there, you all right over there, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yes, I still remember this story because it's something that is quite kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. And from there is where the my journey to exploring my body happened. I guess you could say. And then from there, matter of fact, me and my other brother, Jocelyn, that's a separate story too. Me and him, we used to watch a lot
Hold
of porn together, believe it or not. And yeah, it sounds
on.
weird. Yeah, I know.
Oh my
And
god.
basically, it kind of like escalated a lot. So like it started with like just simple stuff and whatever, and then that's when I was like, all right, I'm getting bored of it. I need a girl. And therefore comes the first girl that I ever, I guess you could say, that I had as a girlfriend. And you know, she was super innocent, and I feel like I fucked it up completely.
Of
And
course.
for her, so like, well, I don't know how she is now. I won't be honest, but how do you call it? I feel like I changed her innocence into a freak of nature as well. And and from there we just went from like exchanging pictures to you know sexting and like you know just you know mutual you know sexual desires and shit like that. And on the act, I was taking too long in the bathroom. At the time, I think I was either using the bathroom or I was showering. It's been 2 hours. 2 hours, and you know I'm still you know doing the stuff, and out of nowhere, you know, they kind of like unlock the door with a screwdriver and everything. My mom barges in, catches me on the act. I was already done, so like the evidence was already washed away, and And I guess you could say that I was trying to hide my parts, and therefore she already knew that something was up. On top of that, I'm trying to hide myself, not forgetting about that the tablet at the time was still on. She ended up ending the call because there was a video chat, and yeah, which escalated later on within later that night was a talk between me, my girl, and my mom. And yeah, that's the story of getting caught online. um, I guess you could say online slash getting caught on the like in person too. I guess
After the matter of the
a little
fact,
bit of
though.
both. Uh, you want me to call my mom?
No, no, no. I'm saying
I,
like after the
hey,
matter of the fact, like because you got
oh,
done.
oh.
Yeah, you got done. Nobody interrupted you.
Oh, yeah, no. After that, it was just more like, give me your tablet and everything. You're kind of like grounded, and I was like, damn.
I used to happen to
But,
you a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
uh, but I'm not gonna front. The day after, I knew where the tablet was hiding and everything, so I continued doing the same bullshit. And yeah,
Oh my god. Well, I guess I have to speak on this. Oh god, this is embarrassing. All right, so, but mine's mine's is funny. Mine's is funny. It's what matters.
I feel like I know which one you're about to talk about.
It's the only time it's ever happened. So,
Okay,
all right, my side of the
Proceed,
story at
proceed.
least. My side of the story. Um, so it was a lonely night back in 2012. I was in my room. Unbeknownst to my door wasn't locked. And as a boy grows, so do his desires. So here's what I used to do. Back with the PS3, which was, I mean, honestly one of the greatest consoles ever. You used to be able to go to the web browser. You could download videos and everything. But I didn't do that. Yeah, no, I went in. I I went to the orange YouTube and I got a nice video going. The thing is, back in during that time, I didn't have a headset. So what I used to do was I used to grab just random headphones, plug it directly.
Wait. I gotta cut you off right there, buddy. I'm
Uh,
sorry to interrupt your story and all, but after you describe, the headphones and stuff,
uh,
describe what was going on in that video that you were watching, please.
there was a lot of movement.
Or matter of fact, what was the genre?
The genre, just
Yeah.
regular.
Was it like a more like a
Oh,
hetero sex, or like was it more like
yeah,
a
yeah.
lesbian?
No, no, no.
What were you into during
They,
that time? Since some people think like little kids are pretty innocent, like they can't think of like a certain genre. Were you just like just clicking videos just to click them, or just to
oh,
get the job done, or like
listen.
were you looking for because there's some people who also like go through the fucking categories of pages to basically search a specific video. You
That
you
is
get what I'm
true.
trying to say?
That is true. That is true. Um, I had a genre, and it was lesbian with big titties and ass. That's all I cared about. As long as they had big titties
Hey,
and
but
ass.
respect, bro.
Yeah,
Respect.
right. So big titties and ass. That's all I wanted. So they were doing the deed, and I'm like, okay, all right. So a man did what I got to do. I pulled down my pants and I started going to town. the chick was skinned.
This went down south pretty quick. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I'm gonna get demonetized to hell. All right, so I started doing my thing, right, and
Hmm.
and then all of a sudden, like I don't know, dude, it's like boys have this like cognitive ability to know when things are gonna go wrong. Like I don't know, I've always had that for some reason. All of a sudden, with the corner of my eye, I see the doorknob start turning, and I had two options: either turn off the TV, or oh, what the hell? I just got like 16,000 XP. I leveled up. Okay. All right. Thanks, Fortnite. I'm just talking about my life story. All right. So I have two options. Either turn off the TV and have whoever was coming in see me naked, or pull up my pants and the evidence will be right there in front of me. So I pulled up my pants because ain't nobody gonna see me. Ain't nobody gonna see me naked. So I'm in there, I'm doing the deed, and then all of a sudden, like I said, I see the doorknob start turning. So I go whoop, pull up my pants.
Ooh.
It was my sister. My sister comes in. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I go, and I go, I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah, that's the best. That's the best option, yeah, for sure. I feel like what you did was pretty good. I feel like if you did the other one, I feel like the other option would have made it a little bit more awkward. I feel like. I mean, not gonna lie, male to another male, I think you did good.
All right, I appreciate that. What would you rate that though? What would you rate it?
Rate it story wise or your decisions?
Decision wise. I'm not really worried about story because I ain't done
Decisions.
with it yet.
To be honest, like if you were Barry Allen, and you did both at the same time with those two things, I feel like that would have been a 10 out of 10. But because you did one of them, I would have to give you. I'll give you a 7.3. It was pretty good.
I'll
Pretty
take
good.
it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I feel like
Pretty good.
if I were to go back and do it again, I probably could have
I
got
feel like
both.
I kind of deducted a little bit of some points there because I feel like you could have said something different besides the
I
nothing
don't.
or the I don't know.
I don't know. No, but check this out. Check this out. So that
Okay,
happens.
okay.
She gets so red, and then she leaves the room, closes the door. Right? She comes back. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm? You know what I'm doing?
Finishing the job.
No. She comes back.
Oh.
I'm reading the Bible, bro.
Okay, okay. To be honest, all right. You know what? That 7.3 it might have to be a 10 out of 10 now.
Oh shit! She comes in. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm reading the Bible. Leave me alone."
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Damn.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean, at least that I know of, that's the only time I've ever been caught. Anything after that, I was very sneaky with it.
Okay, yeah, no, I wish I could say the same. I got caught plenty of times.
Damn, you were just sloppy. That's all. Alright.
I actually got another question. Did
Yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
had and did she just barge in like quickly? Was it more like a cautiousness, or was it just like, oh, I'm just trying to come in here like as normal? Like, what vibe did she give you?
All right. So I have to explain, right? So the door, it really comes down to the way the door opens, right? So like, had it open
Uh,
with the back facing towards me, like going towards where I was, I would have enough time to turn off both. But because it opened like straight out to me, I had to, that's why I chose to do that. So like, it seems like a simple decision, but there was a lot of thought put into it in a fraction of a second. So
okay,
yeah,
okay.
she was just kind of coming in to I guess to like check out on me and see what I was doing. She was bored.
I
I don't know.
guess I guess another thing that also plays a part, did the door open inwards or did it open outwards?
Inwards. So I had.
Did it open inwards to the
Mm-hmm.
room?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
did the door, would you say like it covered you during that time? Was like the
No.
bed next to the door? So like it covered you for that split second?
No. I didn't have a split second. I had less time than that. So I had to think
Damn.
really fast.
Damn.
Yeah, it was bad.
Damn. Wow. All right. So now that we establish this talk, another thing that I would love to mention for you now. Now my question to you, um, what are your thoughts about the siblings? Who do you think is the worst? Let me narrow that down a little bit. Who is number one, the favorite, and number two, who is the funniest? Number three, who is the most annoying? And number four, who is the sexiest? Which I feel like we all know who that one is.
So Justin's the sexiest. Um,
Okay, I agree. I
yeah,
agree.
yeah, yeah. He's mine. If anybody asks. And
No, 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 no,
he's
no.
gonna say otherwise. That's fine. That's fine. I understand. Um,
If you don't want to cover names, we could just say one, two, three, four, five, and six.
if we're doing
So you
names.
being five, I'll being four due to birth. You
Oh,
understand?
oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yo,
Okay, okay.
it's gonna take me a minute, but I will get it as I'm talking.
Okay, okay.
So, um, hold on, I'm counting.
There's only six numbers.
I'm counting. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna need to write that down because I'm gonna forget. Hold on. Give me a second. Nope, nope, that's not it. My man's out here making me do math.
Yeah, my bad, man. You know how it is around here. We just trying to establish who's the best. Sanchez, you know.
All right, I got it. Okay, so you said what were the categories again? Sexiest, we already got out of the way. That's gonna be number six. What was the other one?
The favorite Sanchez.
All right, so the favorite Sanchez, I don't think there's a favorite. Like, what do you mean? Like my favorite Sanchez?
I guess. Well, I guess. Yeah. I didn't really think about it like that, but yeah, I want to hear who's your favorite Sanchez, and two, of course, it can't be yourself. So that's the little trick to it. And two, who do you think favors more with as the family as a whole?
Favorite? Me? What? Me? That is the
Uh,
right answer.
n- no, but keep going.
All right, so I'll give it to Keishla. She has a way with the family, being able to like be fun, interactive, and all that. That's what the name is. I forgot. We were doing numbers. So number two, yeah, number two, number two. That's it.
Actually, yeah, I might have to agree with that one. Yeah, because I feel like number one and number three talks, but not really.
Hmm. Very
More
reserved.
reserved,
Yeah, very reserved.
more
Yep.
reserved. Number one, pretty awkward at times, pretty weird. He likes to talk about certain topics, not everything at once, if that makes sense. Like number two. Number
Yeah.
two, she's just very outgoing, pretty straightforward with everything. Can definitely keep it going with a conversation. Um, Number six doesn't really let him talk too much, but is fun to be around with.
Hmm.
Number five, annoying as hell. Not even recommended to anybody, to be honest. Don't even bother.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh man. All right. What's the next category?
The next category would be the most annoying. I feel like we both know who maybe this is. I feel like two of us can fit in this category. I guess it also depends on how you see it too.
Well, here's the thing. I'm just straight saying you. Like you're really fucking annoying. But
Wow, wow.
hey, I can call your husband. I can call your husband.
Oh, True, true,
No,
true.
no, no.
Okay, not gonna lie, I could be of an a-hole sometimes.
But no. Here's why. Right. So there's two categories of annoying. There's one where they just want to see a reaction, and then there's the ones that want to see the reaction and they just do not know how to stop unless somebody does. And that's kind of where I fall in with you. Because you become really annoying to the point where like people cannot stand you, and I go I'm like, all right, so let's do something else, and I kind of just drag you away from that. So it's kind of like
Yeah,
a one-two
yeah.
punch. I can be annoying, but you are persistent, which is completely different.
Damn.
Hey, am I wrong?
But I gotta agree with you with that one. I ain't gonna cap.
Oh man, oh man. All right, what was the next category again?
Don't remember, but here, let's make a new one instead.
All right,
Do you want to pitch in for like a new thing for the Sanchez, or
I knew what.
do you want to like pitch in for like a new thing for like the Sanchez, like who's whatever blank?
Um, let's see. Who do you think is the smartest? I guess that would be a good question. I don't know if you muted. Just letting you know. Can I hear you?
Yeah, I'm muted.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Take care of business.
Second.
Take care of business. You're good. ¿Qué cabrón se está comiendo la pizza otra vez?
Sorry about that.
No, no, you're fine.
For those who doesn't know, I am part of the fatherhood now, and I am
Woo!
going through phases right now with my child. She's currently wants to go with her grandmother, but the lights are on, and she is scared to walk or run over there. I don't know what's going on.
Do you ever know what's going on with your daughter?
Well, to be fair, she is my daughter. Therefore, nobody understands what I'm
Right.
like.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
gonna say? You know.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like it's like you won't understand things, but you have a better understanding than anyone else will.
Exactly, exactly,
Hmm.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's the best way I could describe almost damn near all the Sanchez's.
Yeah, I would say that's
But here, we're gonna kind of like slide the conversation a little bit.
okay.
Now I'm kind of interested. I want to see your basically your 20 cents on these nuts. Anyways, uh, what do you see yourself having a family of yourself anytime soon? Um, if so, uh, do you want to kind of like describe like how exactly you want it and everything, or I don't know. I want to hear it out. I just want to hear it.
Okay. Um. So, I mean, obviously, I do. I would like to be able to have the chance to be a father at some point. Um. I realize it's a little early right now, so I'm not that worried about it. I have plenty of time to be able to look into becoming one. Um, but in reality, like, there's really no. Hold on, I leveled up again. Okay, hold on. All right. So
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, those levels you got the battle pass. Okay, take the time to take it out.
yeah, take it out. But
Yeah.
yeah. Back to what I was saying. There's really like no specific way I want it to be done. I more so want it to come natural. Like, you know how some people are like, oh, we were not expecting it. Like, I kind of want it that way though, because like then I don't know. I feel like it's different. Before I know the stigma is basically, oh, you were planned. Nah, I don't really care whether it's planned or not. Like, if we plan it, cool. If we don't, then that's fine. You know, in the case that it happens recently or something like that, and I've always said this to myself, like, in the case that I'm messing with someone and it goes to that point, I'm gonna do everything in my power to be there for that kid, for a child, and basically be the father that I've always wanted. Not that there was anything wrong with my dad per se, but I have a, what's it called, like a specific view when it comes to being a father, right? And I would want that for my child. Like, I want to be there every single day for them. Like, anything they do, anything they want to pursue, I want to be behind them, and I want to support them 100%.
Mhm.
So, but like how it comes, I don't really care. Like, if it comes to like marriage, or like me and this girl, we're just messing around, and then boop, something happened. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm willing to step up and be like, okay, that's my responsibility. I'm gonna take care of it. But I mean, other than that, like, dude, it's basically just free for all.
Yeah, I could definitely agree. What you're saying 100%.
Mm.
Um, what is it called? I could definitely say fatherhood is definitely, it's for sure an experience. You can never really what's gonna happen next. It's all definitely gonna catch you by surprise every time. Um, like you mentioned, about dad.
Mhm.
Dad, I personally, it's gonna sound very generic to say, but dad was always been like the best father ever. I can't, and I would never stop saying that.
Right.
Uh, just like everybody, they have like the little stuff that they had, little bad habits, and they done stuff. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I can't really say that that he wasn't the best. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Right.
And just like how one generation is to another, what's it called? Sorry for the background.
It's all good.
What is it called? What is it called? I guess you could say, like I was saying, for like to one generation to another. Of course, the next generation would always try to be, um, well, not try. They try to better themselves to be the better version of the last one. Of course,
Right.
and I'm not saying that dad was just bad in general or anything like that. I would definitely say I just wish he was there a little bit more. He was there for me. I'm not gonna lie, but I just personally wish he was there for enough time that I wanted him to be, if that makes sense. Um, and I feel like right now I'm taking that into a personal kind of like need at a point where like I just want to be there constantly with my daughter,
Mhm.
and it's just more like all right, I can't really repeat what had already happened.
Right.
I already learned from that, and I want it different.
Mhm.
Um, I guess another thing was like, how do you call it? Work. Let work be your primary life. I don't want that. Yeah, I need the job. And yes, I need the money. And yes, I need every skill that they teach me. But at the end of the day, family is always going to be first to me, no matter what. And you know, I already had like plenty of opportunities to better myself sometimes, but like sometimes I feel like these opportunities presented itself at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that if I taken that chance, I know that I wouldn't spend as much time that as I am now, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
So, so yeah, I just feel like family is quite of an interesting thing. It plays a part of everything, to mental state, to physical, to honestly everything.
Oh
It's great
yeah,
though. I love it.
yeah. No, I agree 100% with that. And I think to kind of backtrack a little bit and kind of like close that off, um I feel like as a parent, and I like especially you, like you're a parent. I'm not a parent, like, but I the closest thing I have to a child will be my nephews, right? And
Yeah.
the one thing that comes into mind is if I ever have a child, I would want them to be a better parent than I am, regardless of how good I was, right? And I feel like the same mentality
Yes. Yes.
applies to
Correct.
like when we talk about like our dad and all that. It's not like obviously he had his things, which I'm not gonna mention as a family matter, but I obviously I thought for me he was like everything, like you know what I mean. So I want to be, I want to take like the best way to describe it would be I want to take his good things into myself and then make it better. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. I actually do think about it kind of like the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. How do you call it? I would say fatherhood and motherhood has been happening a lot now. Now that we're all, I guess you could say, in that family phase that we all wanted, or relationship phase, we're slowly kind of like transitioning to the full flesh adult life now.
Right, right,
Yeah,
yeah.
and now that like four of us are like with kids and stuff. Now it's just two left.
Hey, listen, man. It's gonna happen. Just it's all a matter of when.
Hey man, just picture this: just your kid looks exactly like you, but just the opposite skin tone. I don't want to say the word though, so
It's a slightly darker shade of me.
yes, yes. Just you picture it. You it looks like you, but looks Dominican.
When he comes in, he says, "Papi,
Papa, you get un con con.
no me con." I'm like, pegado. Well, to be fair, my past couple of relationships have been Dominican, so I kind of brought that onto myself. So, but
True, true.
yeah. uh, but yeah. So I have stuff written in here. Oh, okay. So yeah, we should probably touch on that. So I think it's safe to say you and I both have a very, very, very fucked up sense of humor. Um,
Yo, yes, yo,
uh,
yeah. I got a full story about that too.
oh God.
But
Uh, before you do that, kind of walk me through why do you think we have such a why we love dark humor?
let's see. I'm gonna be honest. It just came out of the blue. I don't really have a primary like memory of like how it started. You know what I mean?
Uh
It just it's just one of those things that I feel like little by little, it just gotten worse and worse and worse. It's the kind of like the
huh.
same way. I would compare that damn near to sorry, I'm leveling up over here apparently.
Yeah.
To nice, I leveled up. More battle stars. Anyways, I would compare that to kind of like you know, going reminiscing back to the memory of the porn era.
Oh
You
God.
know, it started little by little, and then out of nowhere, you're just like, damn, what the hell am I watching now? You know what I mean? It's just kind of like one of those like kind of like situations. Not really situations, more like it escalated.
So you think that's like a kind of like a seed off of like what sprouted into what we define or what we like about dark humor?
Yes. I see. Okay. first of all, we got to put this on the table before we have this discussion. We're Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans do have a way to just kind of like mess around a little bit too much about anything. Because, okay, vamos a hablar claro. Every Puerto Rican that starts a conversation, it always ends with talking about shit. I don't know
Always.
why. It just does. It
Always.
just it always does. It's like si no es mierda, que alguien murió. It's always
Hmm.
the same thing, bro.
That's true.
Um, but I guess because I would say maybe dad was the one. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I'm a throw the assumption that maybe it was our father. Our father was a pretty funny individual.
He
Dude was
was.
always, you never seen him without a smile. Dude was smiling every fucking time.
That is true.
Dad was, vacilaba con cojones. You know how he was, man.
Hmm.
Dude was phenomenal with people. Like, the dude was bien chévere. Like, he always had a way to sweet talk girls, to always talk to, like, his friends and everything, and always had a blast talking to them. Not only that, like the movies that he also watches, it was like just your rated R
Yeah.
comedy movies. Matter of fact, which I also it goes along with the topic of porn. I would also have to blame Dad with that.
Okay. All right.
A lot of like American Pie, Euro Trip, which
Yeah.
are also comedy movies. So therefore, it does kind of play the part of dark humor. In that sense, it would have to be dark sexual humors, if that makes sense. Um, what else? A lot of Dave Chappelle,
Oh
a lot of
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fucking love
Friday,
him.
what is it called? Friday after the next. Don't be a menace while drinking apple juice in the hood. Great movie, by
Hmm.
the way.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, Dad would just click. Well, what else can I say?
Yeah. No.
But yeah, I feel like during middle school, it kind of like sprouted even more. That seed, like you mentioned, as soon as we started meeting, like Steven, Uli, Baltazar, all these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you with Lemuel.
Oh
I don't know
my
the names of the other guys.
god.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like, and then with all those situations and funny stuff that has happened in middle school itself, along with the females and like the fights and like, I'm not gonna lie, that school was not innocent at all.
No. No.
Every time I have to talk about like outside charter school, oh my god, it's always a blast talking about it because the story just never ends.
No. There's so many. There's just so many of them. And so many shit happen over there too. It's fucking hilarious.
Yes, which we might have to bring a guest for those stories. So I think I'm gonna save those stories for another time. Probably next Saturday or next Sunday. I mean, I don't know yet. We would have to see.
Yeah. Yeah. We can
Uh,
coordinate something, or we can get something going. Obviously.
uh, hint, hint. We might have a next episode. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. It depends on how well this does, or how bored we are.
And scheduling.
And scheduling, that's huge. That is true. That is true.
But yeah, like I could definitely say, um, my life has been great, man. I can't lie. It's full of funny stuff. I can never stop talking about stories. My stories are just phenomenal, man. There's just too many of them.
I can't say the same. Mainly because
Oh, damn, why?
I mean, I can. Like, obviously, I have those like golden ones, right? But I don't have as many. Like, that's the one thing, right? I
I
don't.
feel
I
like,
just don't have as many.
see, it's kind of funny that you say that because I was talking, and since he might be on the next episode too, we don't know yet, or
Mm.
episode 3, 4, or 5, I don't know yet. Uh, there's a buddy of mine, we'll call him R. It's the guy that I mentioned earlier before this podcast, if you remembered.
Hmm.
Um, he was talking about like, hey man, like to be honest, bro. Okay, so this is back in the day. This is Xavier in the past, not anymore. I'm sober now, guys. All right. This is when Xavier used to smoke a lot. This was edgy emo Xavier. Let's call him that. he used to smoke a lot, you know, and like he once said in a phone call, aka today, uh, he was like, "I'm not gonna lie, man. Like those smoke sessions that we would have, and it would always be great. There was always something new happening. But every time I smoke with other people now, and this is the current R, we're talking
Hmm.
about R, all right?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, he doesn't have the same experiences he had with me with other people. It's not that he says that it's funny with other people, but it's not as like as memorable as when I was there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like I'm a pretty slow, awkward, funny as individual that it can make the situation more memorable. I'm not trying to brag or anything. It's just so, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just pure 100% random.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the best way I can describe it because there's literally no other way to kind of like put me into words besides annoying as fuck.
There we go. He said it, not me.
Oh, anyways, basically what I'm trying to say is like, with me being part of any group or anything like that, I feel like because of the way that I was during middle school, I feel like I've done so many shit that I guess you could say that I brought people together. Um, like for example, Baltazar probably won't remember this, but back in the day, me and Baltazar, when Baltazar first started during fifth grade, we did not like each other. Like, we were like this, literally like he was my bully and I was his bully, damn near. And like we got into fights, believe it or not.
Mm.
We went to like the principal office and stuff, and after that, I don't know what happened that we became friends. It's kind of like out of the blue. Um, Uli was like somebody that I just like, you know, I find him cool, but he was just annoying as hell. Um, he probably doesn't know that, but he's gonna see that shit now with that YouTube video. But hey, we're old enough to be like, okay, it is what it is. You know, the past is the past.
Yeah.
But how do you call it? Um, you know, he just hanged out with people that I just honestly didn't like and stuff like that. I mean, it's people that I did talk to, but it's more like they were considered the troublemakers of the class, if that makes sense. So, like, I was like, all right, I don't want to be around with these people. You know, they're
Hmm.
cool and all, but damn, I don't want to be part of them.
Right.
But yeah, same thing too. I don't know, we became friends, whatever. Same thing with Esteban. Steven's my cousin, so he doesn't really have a part, that piece of shit. And Steven Andrade, him too. That's another dude. Always made fun of his
Oh.
mom because you know his mom is fucking hot and still is.
Oh my
And
God.
yeah, that's why the whole joke of Steven's mom was a thing.
Okay.
Back
Okay.
in second grade, if you didn't know.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, Andrade, not sorry.
I'm gonna.
Uh,
I'm gonna need evidence on that. But go on. Yeah.
um, Ricardo's always been the quiet one, so like me and him were pretty close.
I
Um,
have I ever met him?
I don't think you have. I think you met him one time. We call him Ricky.
Maybe.
Hey, which is kind
Maybe.
of funny because his last name is also Sanchez.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, but yeah, like you know, with all of us mixed together, like we were kind of like that nerdy-ish video game. Oh, we were obsessed with video games during that time.
Hmm.
That was like the peak video game era. I can't lie, and there that was the era of like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, GTA 4, San Andreas. You know the good old days, good old days.
Hmm.
You know.
Yep.
The days where like you play video games now and you're like, damn, I just wish it was like back in the days. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Those one of those reminiscing days.
I agree.
If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have these experiences now. I won't be honest. I don't know what I would be if I never met them. I won't be honest too. I guess. Thank you, little shits. Uh, Thank you for fucking me up, making me the asshole that I am now. But I'm not gonna lie. Whenever we're like in a party together, or like in person. It's always a blast.
Yeah.
Can't lie. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
it's slightly different now with you.
It is. It is. It
Yeah,
is.
due to some situations,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
at the end of the day, I would definitely say that whenever the group is together, it is the funniest, pettiest roasting session. Oh my god, it's just a blast. You just
yeah.
don't know. It's like a mystery box. You don't know what you're gonna get
hmm
next.
There's no hold bars there. Like it's kind of like if you're a target dude, you're a target. That's it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh
But
man.
yeah,
All right, I'm gonna say something, and I want you to choose whether you want to talk about it or not. All right.
okay,
Okay.
okay. I
All
feel
right.
like it's gonna be something that I'm gonna probably be uncomfortable.
No,
But let's
no.
go.
I doubt it. I doubt it honestly. But it's
Okay,
just
okay.
yeah. Does money buy you happiness?
Oh shit! Oh, we're going there. We're going there. All right. For those who doesn't know, Kenyel, do you want to fill in it for that context?
Sure. So do we name drop or do we keep it?
I guess. Well, I guess you could say gay and Jay. Yeah,
Gay
because both
and
of their
J.
names starts with a J. You said what?
You said gay and J.
Gay and J. Yes,
Okay.
yes,
All right.
yes.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So within the group of people that Sabi mentioned, there's a lot of them. There's too many of them. Too many people. Right. They had a conversation about whether money buys you happiness or not. Right. And then I can't remember. It was Gay who said that it does. Right. Or it doesn't.
Hmm.
Which way was it?
Well, Gay was basically fighting for the fact that money does buy you happiness, and then Jay, him being, the religious aspect on stuff, he said that it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You're right. So there was a whole thing going on. They were arguing for oh god, how long were they arguing for? For like 2 hours? I don't know. Uh,
Shit, I don't even know it, but it was quite a bit.
yeah, it was quite a bit. So they were arguing, and Gay was saying, oh, money does make you happy. Money does make you happy. Money buys you happiness. Because if when I get money, I get very happy. I don't know about you. And then Jay was kind of like, well, you're right, but that happiness is temporary. Like it doesn't last long. To like, I'll give both of them credit. Like they were both right. Money does not buy you happiness, but I'm pretty damn happy when I get paid. Um, the same sense, they were just going at it, and I wasn't there for that argument. I was kind of I don't know, I think I was working or whatever, and then I came on with all the boys and everything, and then they started telling me about the whole situation. We were laughing about it. It was funny, and then I used this app to animate stuff, which is pretty funny. It's called Plotagon. So what I did was I took that scenario, and then I made him like act it out, and it became like a hit between like the between the group. So like if we would have a normal conversation, and then like because they have like this kind of like a monotone voice, like a robotic voice to them. Um,
Yeah, kind of like
and
the Siri or like Alexa
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah, exactly like that actually. And all of a sudden, like we'll be like playing or whatever. Like, we play a lot of like shooting games, so like we tend to communicate a lot. So, oh, watch your left, on your left. He's over in North 600, and all of a sudden he hears, "Money doesn't make you happy," because they start playing the video all randomly. So, yeah, I thought it was something that we should probably touch on because I don't know. To me, it was funny as hell because I animated that and I animated a bunch of other ones, and I'm mad. I don't
Yes,
know where it
yes.
went.
What? No.
Yeah, I listen. If you still have access to that chat, send me the videos.
I will. I will.
All right.
Okay, but yeah, like you said, both of the I guess you could say the it just really depends on how you see it, because like you
Mm.
said, like they're both somewhat right. Um, it just depends on your beliefs and your opinions.
Yeah,
You know,
because like I said, money can buy you a lot of things, right? But when you go up the
mm,
ladder, and you start talking to like these rich people, and they have all the money in the world, right? I
yeah,
think I
I guess it
saw.
depends on the level of the humbleness, I guess you could say.
Give me 1 second. I got someone knocking on my door.
Do 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 do.
All right, what was I saying again?
And that that I was basically saying that like there's different levels of that humbleness,
Oh,
and you know,
yep, yep, yep. So I think I saw a video of PewDiePie recently. I don't watch him anymore. I used to like his old content. Now he just rants and reacts to videos. I don't really like those videos, honestly. But he was saying something, and he was very particular about what he said. He said, you know, um, it comes to a certain point in life when you can have all the money, like a lot of money, and then things don't get exciting when you buy them anymore, right? So like, sure, you got the one thing you really wanted, and then once you have it, it's kind of like, oh, okay. So it's kind of like with me and the PlayStation. It's like the PS5. I love my PS5. Like it's like the best console that I own right now.
yes, yes, I agree, I
But
agree.
we were desperately just trying to get one, right? And when I got one, I'm like, okay, cool. Now I barely play it because like I'm working. I work long shifts. I come home and I
Yeah,
go to sleep.
I feel like now that you're saying that, that finally explains kind of like a lot of the stuff that's been happening right now.
Hmm.
Um, Not gonna lie, a lot of the people who has PS5 right now are usually the adults, or
Hmm.
people with money. Going back to that, um, the people who have that PS5, like I was saying, adults. Those adults was the same adults who played, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 1, MW2, MW1, 3. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Hmm.
like we're basically the first online players, if that makes sense, that initiated the whole spark of basically YouTube when it comes to the gaming community in general. And I feel like now that we're basically growing up, jobs, positions, supervisors, whatever, opening businesses, going to school, finishing their degree to actually work for these places. Um, Starting a family, so on, situations and stuff like that. I feel like our era is like almost ending now. So like
Hmm.
our gaming time is like more of a crunch, if that makes sense. So like we barely have any time for it because we're so caught up with, I guess you could say, life.
Yeah.
Um, and like, and not gonna lie, I wish I could play more and stuff like that. And I'm still as addicted as I was when I was a kid. I just wish, that I had more time. But it is what it is.
Hmm. Yeah, and
Uh,
we're not Kong. We can't buy time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not that typical piece of shit squeakers that you hear in Call of Duty.
Oh man. All right. I have I got a list of notes in here. All right. So I wrote down this question. It's like talk about why you started a podcast or why you wanted to be on it, right? So I'm gonna talk about why I started this. I'll be honest. I got inspired by a YouTuber that I've been watching. He's Puerto Rican, and I absolutely love his videos. He's so funny. His name is Viper. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's funny as shit, man.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's funny as hell, dude. I've been to watch all
Cualquier
his.
tobillo.
Like,
Devin Booker.
David Booker,
Bro,
yeah. Or the
I
classic,
love him, man. I
the
love him.
classic, bro. Me cago en Daddy Yankee. But yeah, I saw what he was doing. I loved his like Puerto Ricans Got Talent. Oh man, I love those videos. But the one thing that he made was a podcast on the side called Yucayeke, and he
Hmm.
invited his friends in. They were talking about like all that stuff, And I kind of like the idea of having people around and just talking about stuff, whether it be life or funny stuff. Mainly the funny stuff. That's really what I want to focus myself on. But like before we even started, you remember I told you, hey, if we deviate from that funny stuff, that's fine. As long as like we have a conversation going on, it does not matter to me.
Which
So
well, I'm gonna stop you right there. I feel like we're doing actually god damn, a phenomenal job. Sorry, I just went slightly retarded, but but I feel like we're doing a great job. I feel like half the time we don't even make it a thing because we're always fucking around a lot.
right,
But continue.
right. And just seeing like the camaraderie between, I can't even say that word, dude. The friendship between them. Um, just seeing that and being like, I have that. Why don't I capitalize on that? And I really just started this to kind of keep conversations archived to myself, or like anyone that really just wants to come back and just like have a like go back to the conversation we had before. So whenever I like recall a time and like let's say, oh yeah, me and Sal talked about that in a podcast, let me go back to it and I just watch it. That's really what the purpose of this like whole thing is. But like I said, we're
So,
in,
would you say that you're using this as kind of like downtown memory lane?
yeah. I actually, yeah, I
You're
would
using
say
this
that.
to kind of like reminisce kind of thing. Okay,
Right,
okay. Hey, I
right.
respect it.
Yeah, because like, let's be honest, like had we had the technology we have now, back when we had the PS3, all the shit that we went through while playing would have been recorded. We would have been famous.
Oh yeah, guaranteed, 100%, without a doubt.
100,000%. 100,000%.
Yeah.
I do. There's a lot of things. I mean, it wasn't that far away. It wasn't the PS4, but there's a lot of things I wish I recorded while playing The Forest. Holy fucking shit, dude. That was
Yes,
funny as
yes,
hell.
yes.
So,
Oh
okay,
my God, yeah.
context. You want to talk about The Forest a little bit and like how it like all works and everything?
Oh, we can, we can.
Okay, yeah, take it away.
All right, so for those who never played The Forest, God, Jesus, English is hard. Speech impediments, I'm telling you, and I don't even got it. But
My God.
so The Forest is basically, well, I guess you could say a single player slash co-op survival game. It's not one of those survival games where you could say like, oh yeah, it's Minecraft. No, no, you're no, just delete your whole system, throw it away, burn it after you say that. To be honest, you don't even deserve it. But it's a Jesus, phenomenal game. If you haven't played it, please do. You would have a great time. Trust me. I would recommend it to play with friends and everything. Um, it's the game doesn't really give you any basic training. You just have to learn and go. That's all it is.
How long do you think it took us to like with the basics? The basics. I'm talking about not because like
Basics?
yeah, because we went
Well,
crazy. We started doing crazy shit. I'm talking about just the basics.
well. I guess that has different levels, and it also has like. Okay, let me explain what I mean. Different levels. You have to understand like how old is the person, and if they ever played video games before.
Right.
Because if moving and rotating is hard for you, oh yeah, that game is gonna take more than 1,000 hours to beat.
You're gonna be running a lot.
But if you have like acquired at least somewhat of a skill, like we have with like playing games and whatever, and survival games as a whole, because I believe we played survival games before that, excluding Minecraft. Minecraft doesn't really count.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
how do you call it? What was another survival game that we played? We played one. What was that Mars one that we played?
Oh, wow. I don't remember the name, but I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I guess you could also say in like what's the name of that game? Jesus, I have it on the tip of my tongue. Outer Worlds. I guess you could say it's not really. It's more like an open world survival.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's exactly like that. So, anyways, the point is that we played a couple games that kind of has that same environment, I guess you could say. Um, and honestly, it all started with just you, and then you were like, "Hey, man, I played this game. You gotta try it out." And I was like, I don't know, man. Kind of looks kind of whack. You know, it is what it is. I didn't play it.
Hmm.
And then you started playing it. I don't know if it was with J or R.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
You played it with those two, or was it just one of them?
No, I played it. I played it with you first.
With me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what it was? Okay.
Yep.
I guess I just downloaded the game after you started playing it, and I just tried it out. At first, like, I was lagging like crazy during that time, so I kind of hated the game. I remember I joined the game, and I was just zooming through the walls and trees, and no clipping everything. It was bad, man. It was glitching city. It was worse than Cyberpunk 2077.
At launch.
Yes, during launch. During launch.
Oh my
Um,
god.
but yeah, I honestly don't regret playing it at all. Like, I
Right.
love it. I love it. I
Mm-hmm.
loved it. And I'm still waiting on the sequel.
Which is coming out soon.
Shit. And that might have to start a new gameplay.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We might. I mean, I would love to kind of like go back to like the first game and all, but I don't know if my internet's gonna allow it.
Oh, just get a better internet.
I wish. I wish it was that easy. For those who don't know, my internet is ass. Is
Oh,
ass.
100%.
I don't even know if the my voice is actually going through completely. Matter of fact, I might sound like a robot, or maybe you don't hear me at all. We would have to see after we're done. Um, there's also times where like it just like it starts kicking me out like crazy. What else?
Hey, real quick, I just want to give a quick shout out to Nash. She's watching the stream right now, so that's my brother
Nash,
Xavier.
hey, what's up?
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah. So, she's watching my stream right now, so yeah. You missed the spicy stuff, which was towards the beginning, but you can deal with that another time. I'm not.
And no, 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 it's all good. It's all good. She or he has time to watch it all completely, anyways.
She said hi.
Hey, we don't judge here, all right?
Oh,
Non-binaries, whatever, attack helicopter, whatever
all
you
right.
determine to be, all right?
Okay. Not
Hey,
like that.
we're an open community here, all right?
No, no. But
We love those ABC people. Anyways, keep going.
okay. All right. So because you kind of strayed away from what I really wanted you to say, the forest is literally just a survival game where you have to collect food, build a shelter, all while you're getting attacked. Well, there's these tribes of people, right? And they're
Hmm.
harmless. But the thing is, we didn't know that. All we saw were people with like torches, with like painted things in their bodies, and they were coming at us like full speed. And the first thing I did, I had a stick. I smacked the shit out of them with it. I'm like, oh shit, they were attacking me. Bah! So I smacked them. Um, and then somebody's like, oh yeah, there's a couple more, but they're not coming into our base. So we had to build like a little base. Like it was so shitty, bro. That first base we made was so trash compared to the one we had over by the hill. That one was top tier.
Hmm.
That one was
Yes,
top tier.
yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
so I started beating the shit out of them, and then I killed them. And then what you can do is you can take their molars or their teeth, you can put it into your weapons, so they'll gain like abilities, like they'll either get stronger
To be
or
fair, to be
faster and
fair,
all that.
to be fair, well, one of my favorite things about the game is that these creatures, whatever they are, cannibalist, I don't know what they are, zombies, I don't know. They're naked. That's like the best part for me, at least. I don't know why. It's just funny to me.
It's
But keep
just
going.
random. They could have given them clothes, but they chose not to. They
Exactly. The game was like, no, we're in the budget right now. Fuck the clothes. But keep going.
we can animate them.
Too many pixels on those in that piece of cloth. Fuck it.
They're very detailed too. That's another thing. Very very detailed.
See, that's the crazy part. They have details on the parts, but couldn't give them clothes. Like, come on, man.
At least like coconuts for the women. You know what I mean? Like something.
Yes, yes,
No,
yes.
one day you're sitting there in your base, you're trying to build something, and then
Yeah, like,
there's a
I
naked
don't want to
woman.
see this good quality, veiny, disgusting, bloody fetus baby jumping at
Okay.
my face. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I'm gonna talk about the enemies, right? So the first tribe that
Yes,
you
yes.
kind of talk to, or not really talk to, but the first tribe you interact with, they're harmless. I learned this like after. They're harmless. As soon as you get hostile with them, they'll keep coming back every day. And the thing with this game is, it this it's not people. It's mutated people. So
It's
the
more
next
like
day,
cannibalistic, I think.
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
like
honestly don't know. The game doesn't really tell you. It's just one of those games where it just jumps you to a world and you just have to explore it and kind of like piece in the story.
right,
Really.
right, because like there's things you can collect and they'll add to the story. But even then, because like you have to understand, like this is the first game, right? They
Mhm.
probably didn't think they were gonna make a sequel, which I'm sure the sequel will probably explain a bit more on that. But
I'm
no,
hoping.
yeah, no, I'm thinking. Well, do you remember? I think it was like a triangle or something like that. That gave them powers or whatever, or like that mutated them, or the
I
boss,
think
I believe.
so. Yes, yes, yes. You're talking about the relic. Yeah.
Yes, yes, the relics. Yeah. So I'm assuming they're probably gonna do something with that, or like maybe it's another relic or whatever the case may be, right? Because you can have multiple endings. But that's a whole different story. So there's these creatures. There's one where it's huge. Me and Sabi didn't know that. We thought it was just going to be the tribe. That's it. We didn't know shit.
There's actually something that you also forgot to mention. So, those who have not played the game, keep in mind each day that passes by, the creatures do get more aggressive. And like you
And
said,
stronger.
if you engage with these people, they do get hostile. So like, and even if you don't engage with them at all throughout the days that do pass in game time, they do start getting hostiles themselves without having to
Mm-hmm.
interact with them.
Mm-hmm.
Along also, it also plays a part on the time and date. So like during the nighttime, they're more active.
They're more active. They're stronger too.
Yes, keep going though.
But yeah. So I remember me and Sabi again. We had like a shitty base. Like it was trash, just straight up trash. We had a base, and then we only knew about the people, right? And then all of a sudden, you see this big ass motherfucker come in. With the corner of my eye, I'm building something. I forgot what it was that I was building. With the corner of my eye, I see, boom, 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 boom. And there goes the fucking wall. And next thing you know, they're
Yes, and then the
swarming in.
grunting and the deep ass scream.
Right. Oh, we see this is boom, and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? Sorry, sorry. We had a chainsaw back then because we found it and we started exploring. We stopped being little bitches and we actually started going to the holes and shit. Um, and then all we see is just this sword ass thing coming and just destroy the wall like it was nothing. I was like, yo, bro,
Yes, yes.
it was insane. There's this other one that it spawns like little. I hate to say it, but it's like
Yeah,
little
it was
babies.
okay, so picture this for those who don't know. It's like a human, but a human that didn't have any arms and they had like 8 legs. So picture like a humanoid, faceless piece of flesh with like 8 legs, and it was just shooting out fetuses at you
I
nonstop.
it sounds horrible, but that's the theme of the game. It's meant to be cruel.
Literally, it's
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. Like it sounds weird for us to say it. You just have to see it yourself, man.
right.
Honestly, give it a try. Best game out there in our opinions. Just give it a try.
Maybe we'll stream it. Who knows? Depending
Oh,
on this
maybe.
dude's connection.
Hopefully, depends on our scheduling once again.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, 100%. So again, staying within the same topic. Oh god. Once we got the hang of the game, we were able to understand like the complexity of like certain things that come with it, right? I actually found
Hmm.
this out later on during when we stopped playing. You can actually tame the tribe people, and I didn't know that.
Ah,
There's a way to tame them. I don't know how. I'm not sure, but I saw it. Like it wasn't being hostile or anything. It wasn't like trying. You know how they like if you got close to them, they'll like back away and everything. Like it wouldn't do that. They would just
Mhm.
stay near you, and like they'll even help you if somebody attacked you. I don't know how to do that. I don't know. If, I mean, who knows? Maybe it was a mod. Um, but there's a way to do it. I'm not sure how. Um,
Yeah.
but
Kind of like that one other game, survival game, Conan Exiles.
yeah, I was gonna say we'll talk about that later, not right now because we did a lot of shit in there too. Um,
Yes, yes.
so I don't know if you people or the one person watching. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know who is watching. I don't have like a screen telling me. So I don't know if anything you got from this. We are when it comes to games, if there is team firing or team killing, we're probably gonna do it. That's the kind of gamers we are. We're
Mhm.
dicks. We're dicks, just straight up. Like there's no
Yeah.
easy way about it.
Mhm.
We're just
Yep.
dicks.
Yep. 100.
Um,
Preach, baby. Preach.
so I have another friend of mine, which I'm hoping one day can come in and because we have stories together. I went to school with him, Jose. Bro. We invited Jose over to the game. We told him about the game. No, was it Jose or
Mhm.
no? It was Jose. Yeah, it was Jose. We told him about the game, and then but we didn't go into details. We said, "Oh, it's a survival game. We get to build stuff." Just try people. We left it at that. We didn't talk about no monsters, no none of that.
Oh,
Um,
I think I remember this. Is this the one where like we just let him to just come in and we had all planned out that as soon as he spawned in, we were gonna beat him to death?
yeah. So okay, yeah. To kind of give you a perspective, the game starts with a plane. You're on the plane, and something happens. Oh, which later on we find out is the gravitational force from the relic. It pulls the plane down. You crash land. Everybody else is dead, but you and your son. Um, so when you land, I think he started the game and then he left because he went to go do something real quick.
Yeah,
Like he grabbed
these
something to eat.
people, these creatures, basically kidnapped your son
Yeah.
or whatever it is,
Yep.
basically.
I
But
think
we're assuming it's his son though.
right. Yeah, we don't have a clear on that yet. Again, the story was not very fleshed out. I don't think they were going to. They were thinking of making a sequel. I think they were just making a game, and then it turned into a sequel.
Mhm.
So hopefully, we have some clarity on like on that. I'm not sure. I did see some new monsters though, so hopefully they do that. But going back to what I was saying, we we set him up basically. Because he said, "Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get something from the microwave." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." So I looked at Salvi, Salvi looks at me, and then we go, "All right, we're gonna beat the shit out of him as soon as he comes back." So we go and grab whatever, and then what are you doing?
I'm having a stroke, but keep going.
Oh my god! All right, so we the strongest weapon in that game, regardless of what anybody says, it's going to be a little stick on fire, because fire is going to be the strongest weapon you'll
Yes,
have.
yes.
You could have like I said, we had a chainsaw, we had a katana, we even had like a medieval gun. Like it was like a hand cannon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was trash.
Dynamite, bombs,
Mhm.
sticky bombs
Mhm. But the thing is, like everything you do, you build. Um.
from
So
scratch,
from
literally.
scratch, yeah. But it was
Like even
fun.
yes, like even like okay, sorry to cut you off, but like even
It's fine.
the melee weapon that you start out with, like the stick, like even that had to get upgraded manually with the. It's more like a how can I put it? Um, heal, collect, put together. So like to make it stronger, you had to kill, like you said earlier in the podcast. These creatures get their molars and attach it to that stick to gain strength, or get feathers and make your stick faster, and so on and so on.
Hmm.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Uh, okay. Then, well, yeah. That's all I had to say.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to interrupt you. That's all. Um,
No,
but
you good.
I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot what I was saying.
No, you were just talking about like the weapons and stuff.
The weapons, yes. Like I said, we had like a hand cannon and everything. Like the strongest weapon was always going to be the stick on fire. Like I don't know what it was. I think it was just the fire element to it. It was the strongest weapon we had.
Mm-hmm.
We even had like a combat axe, a survival axe, and everything. It was just trash compared to that fire on stick on fire. Um, you can dismember bodies. You can eat the bodies. Um, we totally did not do that though. We didn't do that at all.
Yeah, no, it would like bring like a new mechanic to your gameplay,
Yeah.
which was like food poisoning. I don't know what it was exactly, like a sickness. I don't know what it
Yep.
was. Like I know your character will start like puking, and then your screen either gets red or green. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Um, I think what the game was really trying to do was just give you like this um moral challenge of, are you hungry and like
Mhm.
are you desperate enough to eat a human? You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
or
I think that's like one of the most memorable thing about that game is that
hmm
like yeah, you had to do like these tedious tasks of like surviving, keeping a shelter, having somewhere to sleep and stuff, but you had to be constantly multitasking, and I think that's like the element that like it made us be more engaged to that
yeah,
game.
yeah,
Um, to put in more time to it. It's like, all right, well, you have to do these things, but hey, you gotta keep water in your system. You gotta be eating. You gotta keep warmth because it's basically as real as a survival game can be.
right.
And now that we're talking about this right now, I'm actually kind of curious. What is the most memorable thing, mechanic, or anything that game has that you love? What's that main thing that you like about it?
Um,
It could be, the creatures, the environment, just anything about that game.
what I really liked about that game was the exploration. Like we were like, you know how some games you get to explore, but you get to stay like in the jungle and all that, but and then they'll have like buildings to go into, and then but that's really about it. Like I've never been on a game where you can just go underneath the earth into these caverns and things, right, and explore that side of it too. But I mean, obviously there's games that have that, but I haven't played them. Like we said, Minecraft doesn't
True.
count. But
I'm
what I
actually
really
gonna add on to what you just said. The thing about that, and I think to make it into more, to give it more depth on what you meant, what you just said, is that yeah, the exploration is great, but what made it the best is like, okay, there's some games that like, yeah, you can swim, yeah, you can do this and that, and you get to do that already in the beginning of the game.
hmm
However, this game, you were limited. And the reason why I'm saying that, like, yeah, okay, first, I have to touch the environment. The environment is phenomenal, it's huge, it has different terrains and stuff. The caves has different, uh, yes, they're all connected. Spoiler alert for those who hasn't played it. How do you call it? But they add a lot of depth and made it different, each one of them. Um, Even though it felt like it was the same cave, but yet it wasn't. It sounds weird to say, but you know what I mean.
hmm
Um, what is it called? Like there was always a way to go point A to point B to point C. And what I mean by that is that the game engaged the players at a point where like they needed a specific item to get to the next uh, area.
exactly.
For example, the underwater thing that I just mentioned,
Yeah.
you can get there till like probably mid game or so. So like before that, you don't even know that exists.
hmm
So of course, you have to do a lot of exploring, and half the time you don't even know where the hell you're going.
Right.
Keep going.
No, no, and then I guess that also adds to the replayability of the game, right? Um,
Hmm.
just being able to come back and even though sure it's gonna be the same story, you'll know
Hmm.
you'll be doing something different every time. It's not like Minecraft where it's
Yes,
like, oh,
yes.
I'll build a house and I'll do this and I'll do that, and then we'll get to the nether realm and then do whatever. It's not like that. It's
Hmm.
like there's different elements. the different terrains also make for different enemies. So you have to keep on the lookout on that. But I mean, overall, the system, like the way everything kind of just blended together, was really nice. It was really cool. It was cool. I like that. I can't wait for the second game, and I love. Did I level up again? Not yet.
Yeah, I'm actually can't wait for the second game too. I'm
Hmm.
hoping that I don't know, that trailer kind of well, the first trailer. I haven't seen the second one yet. But going going back to that first trailer, the teaser trailer, um, it was a little bit weird. We weren't. I guess you could say we didn't know that it was the Sons of the Forest after all. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it didn't give that vibe at first. At first we were like, "What the hell is this?" It looked more like another zombie game. I guess you could say, like another Evil Within ish. Um, how do you call it? Although I think there is a part of the trailer that there was like a SWAT team ish with like submachine guns and like a first person to the thing. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. So there. I think what they're going for is like a specialized unit. We did learn that you're talking about the second game, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
first teaser
Okay.
trailer when they first came out.
Yeah. What happened? I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I'm assuming the same thing that happened to the planes is what happened to a helicopter, where the gravitational pulls from the relic was pulling down the helicopter. So in this game, it's going to be a little different. If you start the first game, you're going to be by yourself. You're going to have to learn everything. Whereas on the second game, you're actually going to have an AI called Kevin. He's actually going to help you like do tasks, do
What?
chores. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty
Wait,
cool.
is this legit, legit, legit?
Yeah, this is legit, bro. Yeah. So like once we're done,
What?
look up the trailer. You'll see it. Yeah. So we'll have an AI. You'll be able to. He'll help you out. The thing is, if you make him do too many tasks, he'll get lazy, and then he won't help you.
What?
Yeah, he won't help you. And
Well, that's
he's
kind of weird.
if you choose to, you can also kill them.
What, Kevin?
Uh huh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can choose to
That's
kill him.
kind of cool, but it's kind of. It turns out that Kevin t turns out to be the fucking Lucifer of the whole game. But I mean, who knows at this point? But now that we're talking about Sons of the Forest, I'm kind of curious. I'm also gonna put in my 50 cents in this. Um, I want to hear what you want in this game that they haven't mentioned or anything yet. What do you expect from this game? And I don't know. What do you want from it? What do you want from it?
I'll tell you what I don't want from it, and I'll be 100% honest with you. I feel like if they add motorized vehicles to the game, it's gonna kill it. So I want them to keep that, you know, like makeshift vehicles that they had in the first game. I want them to keep that.
Hmm.
Another thing, I know they were like a specialized unit with weapons. I would
Hmm.
say the weapons just don't make him OP. Make us have to use the makeshift weapons because that's what makes the game fun. For example,
Hmm.
a stick on fire is never going to beat a hand cannon, but because of the way the game is made, the stick on fire was
Hmm.
stronger than the actual hand cannon. The hand cannon will do a lot of damage, but it wouldn't kill him completely. It would take longer. So I want
Hmm.
that in the game. But what I really want on the game is a more fleshed out
More
story.
primal instincts.
Yes,
More
yes,
more
exactly
into
that.
that, like you're basically saying like, yeah, like there's these are the modern times, but hey, I know you're accustomed to these modern times, but hey, the old times are even better, kind of thing.
Right. And I think there's
Eh,
a niche for that in this game. Like they can pull it off really. But yeah, I want them to extract all the good things from the first game and bring it over with.
mhm.
Obviously, you saw the graphics. The graphics look amazing. That's the one thing that like for some reason we're really obsessed with is graphics. Um,
Mhm.
but I want the best experience possible. I did see a new monster. I'm very happy about that. I hope they keep the
Yes,
old
yes.
ones, but I also want to see new ones. I want to see not just one. I want to see a bunch of them. Right?
For real, for real. I'm
Mm-hmm.
also gonna pitch into this. I do want to see the old ones for sure. I want
Hmm.
the old ones to be back because of, nostalgia, reminisce a little bit of the first one.
Hmm.
But, I want the second game to feel like the first one. I want it to be like the same feel of the mechanic wise. But if you're gonna introduce something new, don't how should I put it? Don't give us the liberty to be like, oh yeah, you could use this whenever you want. Don't give us that. Don't give us that.
Make us
Give
work
us
for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like give
Hmm.
us like a time limit, or if not, then you give us like a usage of it. Like basically, you could only use this 5 times through the whole gameplay. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, oh
Hmm.
shit, like this shit is
Yeah.
strong, but
Hmm.
you only got this certain amounts of times to use
Hmm.
it. Like,
Everything counts. Everything you do. Yeah.
mm-hmm. It's like, I guess you could say like kind of like Resident Evil. Like if you put that shit in No Man's Hope difficulty, of course, yeah, you got a gun and shit like that, but finding ammo is gonna be a bitch. Therefore, every bullet counts. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You could kill these zombies right now with the bullets that you just found, or you could just save the bullets till you get to the boss fight and then kill and beat the level. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true.
Yeah, and now that I'm talking about boss, it actually brings the topic that I wanted to talk about. Um, what are your thoughts about that last boss in the first game?
I was not expecting it. I'll be 100% honest with
Yes,
you.
yes, I agree.
I was expecting like a military dude or whatever, and then he turns into something, right? I was not expecting a
Yeah.
child, much less his
Spoiler,
child.
spoiler, spoiler, spoiler alert.
Spoiler
Caution,
alerts. I'm
caution.
sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, dude, it was great the way they executed everything, and the way we did Ricardo dirty. He
Yes, 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 we did. That dude was so mad.
he was so mad because like there's like it's like a big ass room, and then we kind of just we were like, oh yeah, Ricardo, you go first. We're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna shoot my arrows at him. And he's like, oh yeah, yeah. He was pumped. He's like, oh yeah, it's gonna fire. He's like, all right, you go first. Yeah, yeah. We stood back. Yo, the boss beat the shit out of him.
No, and it's not even that too. It's just a like, well, if for those who hasn't, again, you played, you just have to play it, man.
Oh,
You need
it's
to understand what we're talking about. There is friendly fire, so like we are constantly fucking each other up non-stop. We were either beating each other with a stick, if now that we have Molotovs, and it was just a fuck fest.
oh my god. I also like the ability of having multiple bases. Like I know we never really explored that. I mean, we made one big base, and then we made like little
Mhm.
ones. But I want to explore that a bit more on the second game, hopefully. Again, but the one thing that I really want is a flesh out story. Like I want to know how, why, what, and where. Like who, what,
To
where.
be honest, okay, so this is gonna be kind of like my theory on it. Okay, so we saw how the two endings were for the
Hmm.
first one, right?
Yeah.
So there was one ending, spoiler alert, that the kid ended up being infected, and then later on when he grew up, he ended up being one of those creatures, correct?
I'm gonna let you go on, but I'm gonna come back to that.
Okay, okay. Um, and then the other ending, I think it was like a self-destruct kind of thing, I believe it was,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We don't know which ending is considered canon yet, but because they're making that second game, we're assuming that uh, the kid being a monster is the canon, unless they throw a curveball at us and they're like, yeah, this self-destructed, but they're still alive in the caverns, and
Ooh.
maybe either there's two. Actually, now that I think about it, there's maybe two theories now. Now that I say that, one, for both endings, of course. One, if it's the self-destruct one, maybe that radiation of that explosion and or nuke made the creature and the whole, I guess you could say, island, continent, whatever the hell it is, into mutant paradise, including the environment being more like crazy jungle-like experience, meaning that these vines and flowers are probably alive and are kind of like, I guess you could say, or two, the kid is alive, the island is still there, they did nothing to it, and the government heard about it and they want to retrieve, like you said, the
The
relic,
relic. Yep.
and they want to recover that relic for the U.S. Um, tactical force or army or whatever for their own usage or any type of war.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. But I'm gonna go back
To
real
be
quick.
honest, I feel like both of them could maybe be a thing, but I'm leaning more for the government one, to be honest.
And that one because that's the one that makes the most sense. But I don't know if it's a theory. I don't know if it's 100% yet, if it's canon or not. But I heard that the guy you play as in the second game is actually the son.
What?
Hmm.
Oh. Interesting. Because I know, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but the dad died on the first one, correct?
Depending on the outcome they choose.
Well, let's say that the it is alive, which is the one where, he was with these abilities, correct? Because remember, he does have abilities according to that ending.
I'm assuming. Yeah. I mean, we don't because there wasn't really.
Unless the relic, but again, this is another theory now. Now, this is theory number three. The kid ended up being in that task force who was going back to that island paradise, whatever the hell, and he wants to retrieve that relic for the government, but he also personally acknowledged that this has a reverse serum that could bring him finally back to normal.
Or how about this? What if he can't control his abilities yet, and he's trying to find a cure for it, and the only way to
Mm.
find, even remotely find somewhere where there's a cure is going back to that island, or just multiple relics, and he's going to a different island.
That would be kind of like a scary thing because wouldn't that be that like, ooh, can you imagine like, ooh, no, okay, this is another like, what if? You imagine like, it's a new island, but you find a cavern that's connected to the first one.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Because keep in mind, one of the caverns it leads up to a lab. What if that lab had a teleporter somewhere?
Right, right, right. We don't know how advanced their technology was. I mean, they were able to control the relic for a bit, so I mean,
Yes, correct.
it
I
could
feel
literally
like this
be
relic,
anything.
it has kind of like the same. I don't know if you ever played Dead Space, but I feel like it has the same element to it.
It does. It really does.
But yeah, like honestly, I can't wait for the game. It's gonna bring some amazing stuff.
Absolutely, man. Ah, oh, all right. Oh, what do you say we call it a night for the
Oh, tonight, yeah.
podcast? Yeah, yeah,
Not gonna lie, this podcast came out better than I thought.
yeah. No, I thought we were gonna be tripping over like what we were gonna talk about. I mean, obviously we have a lot more to talk about, but I don't want to use up my resources just yet.
Yeah, we don't want to exhaust the whole dialogue
Right,
and the
right.
whole podcast stuff. It's just episode one. We got more to come.
Oh yeah, 100%. Hopefully we can get more guests in here. In the case that we do have multiple guests, we'll just change rooms. I mean, this is great, but it only allows 3 people, so yeah. Hopefully we can
Yeah,
do this
yeah,
a weekly thing. And
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Before we go, you want to hop on the game and see if we can win the game?
You said what?
You want to hop on an actual game and see if we can win?
We won't, but I'll try.
All right, all right. Well, we suck. It's just full disclosure, but all right. Make sure you emote before. Oh, yeah, yeah. You already know the deal. It's so weird emoting without the actual sounds.
It it do.
Yeah. All right. So, yep. Back us out, and let's try a game before we end the podcast, and hopefully we get a dub. If we get a dub, that's all I want, really.
Okay, so here, let's return to the lobby now. What the hell? What the? What the?
Wait, what happened?
Dude, what the hell did you do?
I broke the whole thing, bro.
Alright, let's get this shit done. Alright, return to lobby.
Alright, we're actually gonna try a game now. Woo!
Oh man, that was a great podcast. I ain't gonna
Absolutely, man. Just it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. We're gonna try to win, but
I feel good. First, I was kind of nervous about it.
I wasn't really nervous, to be honest. But what I was, I guess you can say I was kind of nervous about was not being able to come up with subjects. But we were able to come up with them on the fly. You know what I mean? So I'm good about
I was trying to like, I don't know if are you still going with the video?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I gotta be careful what I say. How do you call it? I was trying to be as thorough with everything, so like that way we were going more on details, on depth with everything, so that way we had a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna make you party host, so that way you can load the stuff faster than me.
Okay. There you are. Okay. If I could click stuff, that'd be nice. Oh, okay. Yep. Right here, and then do. All right. Ready up. Let's see if we can end this podcast on a win.
Hopefully we can. Hopefully, that's what I'm begging at least.
Thank you, Nash. Thank you. Nash said, "Great job."
Thank you. If you want, later on, I'll post my OnlyFans, and, no, I'm joking. If this game starts. Diablo, me gustaría jugar.
I'm ready up! There we go.
Alright. From being relaxed and laying down, now I gotta sit up and actually put my cap backwards, because this bitch is about to go sport mode.
You gotta make sure them Crocs be on sports mode. Alright. Full disclosure, we fucking suck at this game, so please bear with us.
Well, we do apologize ahead of time, like any shitty plays.
Absolutely, 100%. I also
well, the thing about Kenyal is that, like, he loves to loot whore. So,
you bitch, that's a lie, you know it! That's a lie and you know it. You're the fucking loot whore, stop playing with me. Yeah?
No, it's not you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm recording. I'm recording. Look, I got a view screen and everything. Look.
Who is that?
I'm recording. I was playing right now. Camera's right here. Let me finish up, okay? That was my sister. Alright.
Oh, you mean our sister?
My sister, number 5. Wait, no, that's me. Number 2?
Number 2.
Number 2?
Yeah, I mean, you, how the hell you went from 2 to, 5 to 2? Roger that.
It's just, you know, the nieve.
Let's get this done.
The nieve.
Oh, so to kind of like get away from what I just said, so apparently they did take away the hammer, but because because of the what is it called, Christmas week for the Epic Game employees, They weren't working on anything because, again, they were on vacation.
Yeah, fair enough.
And what is it called? So they did there's a lot of bugs and stuff. So like, I don't know if you meant the bug of like, the guy on the ship.
Just land nearby so we can not die within the first 5 seconds of the game starting. Oh god, I thought this was a weapon. This was ammo. Alright. We're probably fucked, honestly. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. I got a weapon now.
Basically they, I got two guys on me.
Haha, what?
Oh my god, he had better weapons. I'm dead.
Ooh, okay, alright. Where are you at again? Why are you so far again?
I'm dead. His teammate is right here on me. Oh, there's another guy.
Woo! Where are you shooting me from?
So they did fix the hammer glitch, so now they decrease how many charges they have. So normally they had 5, so now there's only 3. There's
okay, that was
in
good.
there. Yeah, so the only hammer that has 5 charges is the yellow one, which is by the boss. That's a different game. Yes.
Yeah, I got double teamed. I couldn't do anything about that.
No, you good, you good.
Alright, well, that's it. Hopefully we can do this next week as well. With maybe, hopefully, another guest. If not, then it's just the two of us again. But,
yeah.
Anything you want to say before I close this off?
No, I'm not gonna say that. No, I basically just want to say this was something that I've been wanting for a while. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I've always had the idea, but I
needed this.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's kind of a way to decompress, though. Yeah, that's it for tonight. See you guys in the next one.
All right.